This one trick can take you from the Colorado Avalanche to the Colorado Avalanche. Avs win over the Washington Capitals 3-2.
Artturi Lehkonen! Colorado has won the Stanley Cup!
All right, look, the only person cooler than me in these sunglasses is Jared Bednar, who becomes the winningest coach in franchise history. That includes Quebec, not just Colorado. He's already been that winningest coach for a while. To me, one of the coolest things about watching sports and watching these things happen in real time is when history is getting actively written. From here on out, every single win Jared Bednar's team gets is setting the new milestone for the guy after him to try and chase. I've been a Colorado Avalanche fan from the beginning, and there had never really been a head coach who directly associated with Colorado. Sure, they've had some good coaches, but none of them had been tenured that long, and none of them had really done anything special despite win a cup here and there. Bednar has won the cup now, and he's also become a staple of Colorado. He is going to be the coach that everyone associates with Colorado for the foreseeable future. With that being said, I don't know if anyone's going to remember this game specifically. It was honestly one that felt pretty stock for most of it for Colorado. They did what they had to do. They had a pretty standard scoreline, and they took care of business. The first period was a little bit run and gun from both teams. Washington was definitely getting some high-quality opportunities, but Georgiev was playing very well, shutting the door on them, and credit to the Avs penalty kill, who killed 2 penalties in the first period, and those would be the only penalties of the game. When you have your goaltender keeping you in the game, it's just a matter of time because Nathan MacKinnon is bigger, faster, and stronger. EJ in a battle behind his own net. Good job by Erod to get in here, win a race, and get this puck going the right direction for Colorado. Taves then chips it up the wall, gets it to MacKinnon up and out, and you can see Washington caught with 4 players deep in the offensive zone. MacKinnon is gone here, and he's joined by Lehkonen, so the Avs have a clean 2-on-1. MacKinnon steps into this one. His move doesn't really work on the defender, and he's going to get pretty much slammed into heavily here, but even when getting stood up cleanly, MacKinnon initially loses the puck, is able to stay on his feet, recover, and just touch this one over to Lecky. That's some superhuman strength level stuff, and Lecky with a great finish. MacKinnon's out here getting hit. His heart is beating. His hands are shaking, but he's still shooting. He's still getting headshots. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. What I'm trying to say is Nathan MacKinnon might be FPS Doug. Just an absolute animal, and it's pretty clear for whatever reason, he and Artturi Lehkonen just love playing together. They have something that just works for Colorado, and it's something you don't really want to shy away from. One superhuman play is what it takes to get the Avs up 1-0 through the first period, and then in the second period, the Avs were just the better hockey team. They got a top-end goal in the first. It's time for a depth goal in the second. Avs third line doing some of what they do best, battling in deep in the offensive zone and ultimately winning a puck battle to keep the Avs in possession and keep the play alive. This puck eventually comes back out to the point. Nothing fancy here. McDermott throws this one towards the net. It's kind of a really bad shot. It's missing the net by multiple feet, but you can't really see it. There's the puck kind of there. Here's Andrew Cogliano kind of here. It banks off of Cogliano's body and directly into the net. You take him. Look, it doesn't have to be pretty. If Cogliano keeps scoring at this rate, he's becoming a critical piece to the Avs' depth production. The last time he hit the 10-goal mark was 5 years ago in 2018, 3 teams ago with Anaheim. So it's nice to see him finding a way to get the puck in the back of the net. I still have some concerns about the rest of his play, but those are moot if he keeps scoring. The Avs do, unfortunately, give that goal back pretty quickly. Washington gets a fortunate bounce of their own here. Not so great pass coming through the middle. Deflects off of Newhook and over to the corner where there are no Avs players. This allows Washington to maintain possession, and they run essentially the same play the Avs do. Get it out high to their defenseman, throw it towards the net. McDermott gets a little bit loose on his coverage with Sheary here, giving Sheary enough room to have complete control of his stick, and he puts a nice tip on this one. I don't think the Avs defense played very well tonight. We'll talk more about that in the third. That goal is what it is. Tip in front, goes in, tough. Something you just got to outscore. And ultimately, that is what the Avs do. That line of Cogliano, Logan O'Connor, and Alex Newhook continues to arguably be the Avs' best line. I think certainly in this game they were the Avs' best line because the Avs didn't get a ton out of their top six. And as we've seen the play from Newhook steadily increase, it looks like he may have finally broken through and is here to stay. Fantastic work here all the way around from Colorado. This starts with a one face-off from Newhook to get the puck back to Girard, who then takes his time, finds a beautiful little flip out to the offensive zone to the Avs attackers. It ends up being Logan O'Connor in the middle, who's going to touch this one over to Newhook, who's got a full head of steam, just absolutely flying up the ice. He easily gets around the first defender and just has a clean lane to the net. Even with the second defender coming across to try and bail out his partner, Newhook nicely keeps this on the backhand side, protects the puck until he decides to pull it over and pull the trigger, and it's just a perfect shot post and in. This is the part where I was going to do a bit where I rip my shirt off and talk about how I'm hulking out like Alex Newhook, but one, I really like this shirt, and two, I don't think I'm strong enough to actually rip my shirt, so let's just pretend that I did something like that, okay? A critical goal for Colorado that ends up being the game winner. Alex Newhook has really found another gear to his game. That's his third point in 3 games, 6-6 if you count the 3-point game a little bit a while ago. 4 goals of those 6 points. It's all coming together for him. And it's more than just the production. Even on nights where he isn't producing, it feels like he's doing everything right. The effort level is there. He knows where to be. He knows where to go. Everything seems to be clicking for him at the NHL level. If he can find this consistency through the rest of the season and not have long stretches of pointless games, now you're going to start to see Newhook earn more and more responsibility. He's already starting to push that limit up. Lately, he's been averaging close to 15 minutes a game, moving closer to that top 6 level of minutes. Not quite there yet, and he shouldn't be there yet, but it's getting closer. And then you have the third period, which was bad from Colorado. They survived, so it wasn't catastrophic, but getting outshot 15-3 is really bad. And I understand having some level of turtle when you're up 2 goals. That's pretty normal. But this was way too much. The idea of a turtle is to prevent offensive opportunities from the other team. That means you let them into the zone sometimes, you give them one opportunity, and then solid defense gets you out of your zone and they're done. And that's where the Avs really failed. They were giving up second, third, fourth chance opportunities, just struggling way too much to get the puck out of their own zone. And that's not how a turtle is supposed to function. A critical failed clear leads to this being a 1-goal game. Washington wins a faceoff here, but they make an error and fail to pick up the puck cleanly, which leaves it open for McKinnon to collect it. This should be out of the zone every single time. Look at the game situation. You're up by 2, 10 minutes left. You don't have to do anything crazy. You can hit your partner in Mikko to go up the ice and get out clean. You can go up off the wall and out to safely do it, or you can grab it, hold up, and just throw it out safely. The one thing you can't do is backhand it right into the defender in front of you. That is the one big mistake you needed to avoid. McKinnon does not here. You can kind of see the rest of this story, right? That's Alex Ovechkin hanging out in the Alex Ovechkin area, and he does Alex Ovechkin things. Look, I'm going to be honest, in hindsight, watching Alex Ovechkin score is cool, just like I was talking about with Bednar. Every goal he scores is writing a bit of history. Knowing the Avs win this game, yeah, I don't care too much about that goal. Do care that the process in the third was that bad, though. Just needs to be better, needs to be smarter, needs to be safer. The Avs do ultimately hang on in this game, though. Again, Georgiev played very well for the majority of it. Even if you don't love that second goal, the rest of the night, you absolutely got what you needed out of him. And the thing about this turtle being bad is, yes, with the current personnel, you would like better, but the pretty quick and easy fix here is after the All-Star break, they're going to get all of their defensemen back, and they're just going to be significantly stronger talent-wise on the back end. This win also makes it 6 in a row for Colorado, so there's really nothing to hate here. The Avs are absolutely cruising. They're back in the driver's seat, up to 3rd in their division, in a proper playoff spot, not even a wild card spot. Everything is coming up Avalanche. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and these glasses, they're kind of dope, right?